Ray, all the way over from Ireland today for this one, mate. I mean, in the end, mate, you would have took a draw, wouldn't you, for this? But what do you think of the performance today?
Yeah, I thought statistically we were dominated in possession, in attempts on target. So we kind of set up to contain, with 3 holding midfielders. We could have lost it towards the end when Rudiger missed an absolute sitter. So yeah, we set out for a draw. We got a draw, and although it's a good point in one of our hardest games, we're still 8th in the table. But I still feel 4th place is achievable, given how the top 3 are pretty much set in stone.
Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, Chelsea dominated, but I mentioned it in my blog there, it's like, in the second half, with all the pressure, De Gea didn't really have that much to do, mate, did he?
No, apart from the penalty and the late Rudiger chance, that's all Chelsea create. I mean, first half, they didn't create anything. I mean, we didn't create much ourselves, apart from the Jadon Sancho breakaway goal, which was a mistake from their defender. So it was a game of few chances. First half was tight and tense. Chelsea dominated, but we sat back and kind of played for the 0-0, and that's what we kind of set out to, and we kind of got it in the end. In a way, we rode our luck towards the end, but that's how we approached today's game.
Yeah, I mean, Noel Maguire today, Bailly stepped in. I thought was outstanding. I thought he was perfect for today.
Yeah.
What do you reckon to the defensive performance today? Because last week, Watford 4 goals shipped and plenty of goals in previous games. We seem to have got a lot more solid under Carrick at least.
Well, yeah, like I was expecting a bit of a reaction. We got a good result the other night, so we did. But I feared, had Ole still been our manager today, we could have laid down and rolled over and lost 4-0. So the players got Ole sacked. That Watford performance. But at the same time, I'm not defending Solskjaer. His appointment dragged on 2 years plus longer than it should have had. And he was only ever meant to be there for the short-term, happy, clappy, feel-good factor. And had he won today, it would have been, a great result for Carrick. But at the same time, the sooner Ralph Rangnick and his backroom team gets in place until the end of the season, the better. And then hopefully in the summer we target a top manager again, because the top foreign managers is the way forward, as we've seen with Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool, how their managers have transformed their teams up until now.
Yeah, RANGNICK, obviously we're expecting that announcement anytime. Are you looking at that performance today and going, we've got something there, we've actually got an organisation there, RANGNICK can now take it to the next level with this squad? Because we all talked about the squad being good enough. Yeah. It's just we've not been able to get the best out of it. I mean, we're still struggling with certain players, but today just shows that defensively as a unit we can play as a team.
Yeah, I mean, the only weaknesses in our squad is, a centre half, because Maguire has been a miserable flop, and then the holding midfield, right? We don't have a quality holding midfield player. I mean, the 3 holding midfielders, they contribute nothing going forward whatsoever. So, a Declan Rice or an Ndidi or Tielemans would be good in a holding midfielder role, or Cassie of AC Milan, and then another top centre half to partner Bailly or Varane when he gets back fit. So, of all our defenders, Varane and Bailly are our top 2 centre. Maguire deserves to be dropped. He's having a shit season. 80 million has been arguably the biggest flop in Premier League history.
You said it there. Maguire doesn't belong back in this team with the way Bailly and Varane have played so far. Varane, obviously, before he got injured, Bailly has shown today. Is that what you're looking forward to the most with RANGNICK coming in? He's not going to have that favourite sort of tag with certain players.
Oh, look, RANGNICK to me is kind of on a similar level to Marcelo Bielsa, very experienced, very knowledgeable manager, very well respected, even though he hasn't managed at top clubs. But look, I'm willing to get behind him for the end of this season at least, because let's face it, it couldn't have gotten any worse given the torture of the 3 months that we had to endure. Like even though after a good point today, we're still 8th in the table. I mean, that's worse than the form of David Moyes. So it was, and over the course of the season, right, only 3 good performances in about nearly 20 overall. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. But having said that, 4th place is still achievable, because all we're competing against, no offence, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, they don't scare me for 4th. But I do concede the top 3 will be what it is.
I mean, we had some good performances there today. Jadon Sancho again took his chance. I thought he was unfortunate to be substituted off before Rashford, really. Rashford would have been my pick, but again, I go back to the likes of a manager that isn't scared to make that big decision. And today, that's where I think Carrick fell a little bit. I thought Rashford was the one to go, but I thought Sancho was our best forward again. We're starting to see Sancho now that we've got.
Well, yeah, he's taking time to gradually grow into the role. But I mean, RANGNICK or the next manager after that is going to have a difficult task on his hands, to pick the right player in the right position. So I mean, I'm sure you agree, most of this year has been individual brilliance. this season thus far. I mean, we haven't found the right balance. I mean, Ole didn't know his best 11. The starting team was changing week on week, so it's time for Rangnick to get an established 11 in the right positions, and hopefully we see some good performance and good results to follow.
Ray, before you go, mate, give me a man of the match for today, pal.
Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly.
Yes.
I totally agree with that one. Ray, cheers for coming on, mate.
No problem. Yeah.